I feel like now I can have an intelligent discussion with you guys about where we are in the chase for the Cup. Tell me right off the top here, how do you characterize this racing season so far?
It's been one of domination for Kyle Busch, first of all. I mean, the guy's won 17 races overall, 8 in the Cup Series. He won, well, he came in second last week, but he's been dominant this year, Buck.
It could be a historical season. I mean, this guy's won 18 races. He's totally on fire. He's doing an amazing job. It will be historic if he manages to actually win the Cup. It's going to be between Carl and Kyle. We'll see if it happens, but it's been a pretty tremendous season.
So let me ask you why Kyle Busch is showing such dominance. What's he doing differently this year than previous years, and what's he doing differently from the other racers?
Well, first of all, the kid's always had a world of talent, great car control and the ability to just drive the thing on the edge all the time. But I think he's learned a little bit of what you got to have in Cup racing, and that's just a little bit of patience, a little bit of give and take, and knowing how to get the most out of your equipment. And obviously, he's with a new team this year, and he's got a lot of great chemistry with Steve Addington, his crew chief over there. So he's making the most out of that opportunity. He was with a great team last year, but maybe the chemistry is better with Steve, and maybe he's just a little more mature. I think that's what accounts for it. The talent's always been there.
I think your short answer is the kid is sold to the devil. I mean, it's amazing what he's accomplished this year.
Oh, Buck.
I think in a nutshell, what he does is we have new cars here. They're hard to drive. They're kind of tough, and he, for some reason, is comfortable in a loose race car that's hard to drive. He's figured it out. Carl Edwards has also figured it out, but this guy is on fire.
All right, I want to ask our viewers what they think about Kyle Busch, because I happened to make a comment on a radio show in the Philadelphia area with one of the radio hosts who's an old friend of our show, Andy Summers, and I said, you know, I was enjoying the racing season because of the dominance of Kyle Busch, and she didn't like that at all. She said, this guy is, you know, is not a race fan dream. And I want to know what viewers think about Kyle Busch. Is he the guy that you love to hate, or are you actually rooting for him because he is showing some dominance? And if you don't like him, I want to know why. Tell me who your favorite driver is if it's not Kyle. And I want to return to Buck and Bass and ask that, why is he seemingly the driver that fans love to hate in 2008?
His mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's an
things he said in the past.
Yeah, he's been in the past so incredibly arrogant and winning races, hopping out of the car, saying the car sucks, shooting his mouth off, you know, driving through the parking lots in Taco Bell. He's a young kid. He's full of himself, but he also wins.
So they hate people that win?
Well, they're learning.
Or they hate it with the big mouth.
If you're not Dale Jr., if you're not, people hated Jeff Gordon because he won, and he wasn't a jerk. He never has been a jerk, but people just didn't like him because he won a lot. So sometimes there is a little bit of that.
Does it matter to Kyle Busch whether the fans are behind him or not?
Not in the least. He bows and he could care less.
I think by embracing the bad boy thing a little bit, he's actually bringing some people around to his side, saying, you know what, this kid's good. He leaves it all on the racetrack, and we kind of like that. We kind of admire that.
Now, we started out this season on our show kind of down on Kyle, but he's been funny about his winning, and he's cocky about it, and it's fun. He's enjoying it, and why not?
The question is he peaking too early in the race season? There are 3 pivotal races left. He's, as you pointed out, had great success to this date so far. So has he peaked, or is he just peaking at the right time?
Well, you know, maybe he's peaked too early, but I don't know if he's peaked yet. That's the real question. Obviously, the New England Patriots can go through the season and win all their football games, but if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's not a successful year for them. And the same is true of Kyle Busch. He gets to the chase. He's going to have a lead on everybody. Whether or not he's able to maintain that, that's an open question, because these other guys are working all the time to catch him.
I don't know. Look, the kid is on fire. He's doing very well. This is not a type of sport where you all of a sudden fall apart. He's going to do quite well, probably be our champion. It's between him and Carl. No,
and Jimmy.
It's not between Jimmy at all. He's not peaked.
Don't underestimate Jimmy.
Jimmy Johnson, great race car driver, not going to be a factor.
All right, let's bring Spencer into the conversation and see where our whiz kid for the Trackside 101 series stands. Hey, Spence, how are you? Glad to have you back with us.
It's good to be here.
So tell me what you think about all the controversy that's been surrounding Kyle Busch.
Well, Kyle's, like Bass said, Kyle's a great racer. But, again, like Bass said, he shoots his mouth off way too much. He goes around telling people, oh, that his car is horrible, and he goes out and wins so many races. It's definitely between Kyle and Carl for the chase, definitely.